Hi, beautiful people, and happy Sunday. It's another Sunday, and I hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are doing good this weekend. Yeah, as we coming into this new week now, right? Today's episode I'm speaking about for my live, right? Because I just did my live with my TikTok, okay? I'm speaking about your level of awareness. What is your level of awareness today, right? What is your level of awareness and understanding? Are you conscious or unconscious about life, okay? Are you operating from the ego, or are you operating from love? Okay, so the opposite of ego concepts, okay, which ego is good for you because ego is your sense of self. However, a toxic ego construct can also create a great a disharmony in your character, in who you are, right? So today we're speaking about that. We're speaking about basically what is the characteristics of somebody who's operating from ego, right? Extreme ego, okay? Operating from a sense of self and being unempathetic, becoming more of a narcissist, right? Somebody who is very defensive, very selfish, toxic selfishness, toxic sense of self, okay? Self-inflated, you feel that you are like you're the most important person and there's nobody else that needs to be considered besides yourself, right? You're very defensive. You don't take accountability of everything you've done, all the good things and all the bad things basically. But the good things, well, that people are going to accept that, so you will accept that. Try to take accountability of all the good things, not the bad things. You feel like life is happening to you, not for you or through you. You feel like somehow you're a victim, living in a victim mentality, right? You're never happy with who you are, okay? You're never happy with who you are, okay? So that's what I'm talking about today. So a person that's living in extreme ego, self-inflated ego, feels that the most important is nobody else like them, right? They're very selfish, self-centered in a toxic way, because remember that we're living in polarity, right? So being self-centered is not necessarily a bad thing. However, when it becomes a toxic self-centeredness, when it becomes somebody who's too self-absorbed and you can't allow other people's space to be who they need to be, you understand, then it becomes very toxic, okay? You're very critical about yourself, right? And hence you then critical about other people as well. You're ever ready to criticize every person, okay, that you feel somehow is doing something outside of your comfort zone and your understanding, okay? You think the world is all about competition. You're very competitive. You want to be the best no matter what. Life is about a competition. There's those people that have and those that don't have, that kind of thing. And you feel that the people that don't have a lot of money are not good people and not people that can be considerate in life, right? So you're working so hard not to be that person anyway, because you're pushed by ego. Your ego just wants you to achieve constantly without really enjoying what you have now, right? So a person can work towards something in the next minute. They're not really happy anymore. You think that the person will have been happy because the person has achieved what they want to achieve. However, the ego doesn't let them rest, and they're very critical. So they're always going to criticize what they've achieved. You understand? And said maybe it's not good enough, whatever sort it may be, right? Looking down at others because you're looking down at yourself. Because in most cases, what you express outside is happening inside of you. What you express to other people, that hatred, that disharmony is happening inside of you, right? You always need to be in control, okay? You like to be in control no matter what, and this is one of the major signs of a narcissist, is when you always want to be in control, okay? You're not able to be empathetic. That's one of the major other signs of being a narcissist, is that you're not empathetic. You have no empathy. You understand that kind of thing. You know what I'm trying to say. So most people should understand the difference between having empathy and being sorry for somebody. It's two different things, right? Two different vibrations, okay? And then you are jealous. You're constantly jealous. You're always jealous. You're jealous. You're just a jealous person, okay? You always judging other people. You're not playing your own game of life. You're always watching what other people are doing. You're always looking what other people are doing. When you see somebody doing a certain thing, you want to do it too, because somehow you feel that life is a competition, as I said earlier on, okay? You are arrogant. You feel a lot of, you're so self-absorbed, and you develop a sense of arrogance within yourself that you are it, and there's nobody else more important than you are. Okay, the inability to celebrate other people's achievements. But somehow, remember, it's a competition, and in most cases, most people are bad when it comes to competition. They're not very good at seeing other people winning because they always want to be the one winning. Okay, that kind of thing. So you get that inability to celebrate other people's wins. Okay, you like to manipulate people. You're very manipulative, right? You like to manipulate people and gaslight people. Okay, that kind of thing. And also, you never compromise. You always want your way with a highway. You never compromise because you don't have empathy anyway. So how can you compromise? Okay, and then you have a inflated sense of self. It's so inflated. Your self-importance is too much. Okay, and then you just have the ability not to see other people's points of view at all. Okay, and remember that your perceptions and your beliefs and your assumptions create your reality. You see, you have this own reality, your self-absorbed reality, where you are the main character and then nobody else around you is important. You know, and unfortunately there are narcissists in homes. There's narcissistic mothers, fathers, partners, wives, husbands, whatever. Okay, because it's a human kind of disorder, you know, that kind of, you can call it that, because remember that there is narcissistic traits, and then there's narcissistic syndrome, where people actually have that problem, and they actually have a psychologist, a professional health practitioner that will tell them that this is your issue, you're a narcissist, and I'm actually now classifying you as a narcissist. Okay, but all these traits that you have, because you're so you actually exerting all these traits. Okay, so now that's your level of awareness is unconscious. You're an unconscious person when you are too absorbed in all these characteristics that I mentioned. Okay, so now we need to ask ourselves, where am I in the state of consciousness? Am I an unconscious person? Are all these things that I mentioned earlier all familiar to you? Do you feel somehow you've witnessed this on other people? Or do you feel that somehow you've been told you are these things I mentioned? Or do you feel that somehow you have those traits within you? Okay, so the good news is that you can change, right? Because nothing in this world is basically constant, right? Nothing in this world is basically constant, because everything is changing, right? So you can change and become better. You can become better. Okay, you can change from being self-centered to understand that there's more, that other people are also important. You can change from being very self-defensive and be open to criticism and opinions from others. Okay, you can change from being too overly critical and accept people the way they are and accept yourself. Okay, you can change these things, because nothing is concrete, because we are in a reality where we can change whatever we want to change when we want to change it, right? So as I said, all this is about change. Continue. Okay, and let me just a few minutes more left right in my life. Okay, so basically yeah, I'm talking about consciousness, the levels of consciousness. Okay, the level of consciousness from unconsciousness. I just mentioned unconsciousness traits. Right now, consciousness is when you're aware of other people. So you have opposite of all these things that I mentioned early on. You don't feel a great self-absorbment about yourself. You don't feel, you're not a selfish person in the toxic way. Okay, selfishness is good. However, it can become toxic when you forget about other people and only focus on yourself and only think that you're the most important thing or person in your family, in the world, whatever, in your group, in your whatever, in your community that you socialize in your friendship, in your circle of friendships, whatever sort it may be. And then you're not self-centered. You learn to involve other people's feelings as well. You know, and you realize and you understand that people are also important. Other people are also important. That what you are doing now is affecting them somehow to a certain degree, right? Then you stop being defensive and you understand there's nothing to defend. That yes, you can welcome criticism, anyhow outcomes. You be more mature about the whole idea, right? You feel like life is happening for you or through you. You feel that you are the creator of everything in your life, okay? That kind of thing. And then you stop being critical and criticizing yourself and others, because if you criticize yourself, you're definitely criticizing others, okay? So you stop being critical in generally, right? And you start thinking that the world is not about competition, that this world is not competition, that we all connected and we're all doing the best we can with the level of awareness that we have. So these are the things that you are going to actually change to become more aware, to be more conscious. So the world needs more conscious people, because the thing is that people don't take accountability of what they're doing, and they hurt other people, they maim other people, they kill other people who are not being aware of what they're doing, right? Because they feel that they are the most important person, that all things are game here. You can do whatever you want to do. They don't understand the rule of engagement, okay? The rule of engagement is simply specified by the law system in the country you're in, right? And also by universal laws, you know what I mean? Energetic laws. It says that do unto others what you want done to you. So it will not hurt other people if you don't want to be hurt. You know, understand that when you hurt other people, there's accountability. You'll be taken to task. That kind of thing. So all people that are operating in this reality don't want to understand that there is a rule of engagement, that you allowed your rights up to here, and then somebody else's rights begins straight out of your sphere, right? So then each person's walking around with their own rights. So you're infringing on other people's rights by gaslighting them, stealing from them, killing them, abusing them, whatever it is, right? You're actually infringing their human rights of peace and love and harmony, okay? So these are the things that we need to understand, that this game of life has rules of engagement. Rules of engagement are universal, and they're also locally provisioned in your country by the legal system, right? That kind of thing. These are the things that people need to understand, that people like Sean Combs and company and others that did things like what he has been shown to be done in the last 30 years have went over the rules, that they've they digressed against the rules of engagement. The rules of engagement says that do unto others as you would like done unto you. Don't harm any person, intentionally or unintentionally. You understand? That kind of thing. So these are the things that we need to also consider as human beings, as source players, as people experiencing, as spirits experiencing this experience. Yeah. So a better world is a world full of consciousness, where people are aware and they understand themselves. They know thyself, right? They understand themselves, and they understand that they're part of a collective. They understand that what they do to others affects everything in this game. It affects the frequency of this game. It affects everything. You're affecting that person and that person's bloodline as well, because what you do to me doesn't end here by me. That pain, whatever you did, the repercussions of it will also be felt by my people coming after me. You understand? So that's how you people create these issues with their ancestral what you call negative things that happen in or bonds or drawbacks in life. You get my point? It's all ancestral karma, as I call it. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Ancestral karma. So if we are all operating unconsciously and acting as if it's a free-for-all, do whatever you can do whatever you want to do, yeah, kill whoever you want to kill, rape whoever you want to rape, do whatever you want to do, you'll get away with it because you've got a lot of money, or you're powerful, or you're an important person. That time is coming to an end, and it's been showing. It's been shown now, because it's now put on social media or news. You all know that one of the few, one of the many actually, because there's many other people that are not on the limelight doing these certain things. So I'm a life coach and motivational speaker. These are the things that I talk about with my clients. Where are you operating from? Your level of awareness. Your life is the way it is because of the way your awareness, your level of awareness. Okay. Is it expanded? Are you understanding that you are divine conscious, having a human experience? Are you understanding that everything that should be happening in your life, you're creating, you know? So that also speaks to your level of awareness. That's why I'm making this video, because it goes in line with what I teach and with my clients in terms of self-development, my coaching, right? That kind of thing. So if you want to improve your life, you need to improve your self-awareness. If you want to improve your life experience, you need to make the right decisions that can bring a better outcomes for you. What they say, people that do the same thing over and over again expecting different results, that simply means you need to change something, you know. It simply means you need to change your consciousness so that you're able to do different things. You cannot do different things if you don't change your consciousness. You cannot become a different person, a better person, if you don't change your consciousness, you know. Take accountability, you know. Don't be defensive. Take accountability. Don't feel like life is happening to you, yet you creating everything. You must feel as if life is happening through you or for you. Because you are creating life, your own life experience, okay? So I'm Sissy, life coach, motivational speaker. I hope this small short video was helpful, right? I'm going to end it now. I just want to say something quickly. If you like my content, follow me on TikTok, okay? I'm on TikTok, manifest_with_Sissy. Manifest_with_Sissy. And also on Instagram, but I'm not very active on Instagram, more on TikTok, okay? Manifest_with_Sissy. I also have a YouTube as well, Manifest_with_Sissy, okay? And then I also have a website for my coaching, which is consultingsissy.com, consultingsissy.com. So if you're interested, right, in what I do and what I'm talking about in terms of my coaching, you can check me out on consultingsissy.com. Consulting, right? Normal consulting, Sissy in one word.com. Consultingsissy.com, okay? So I hope this is helpful, guys, and have a great week, and I will check in the next live that I'm going to do next week as well, around the same time as well, okay? So have a great week, and don't forget that you are creating your reality. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, and you need to be accountable for every action that you make, okay? Ciao. Have a great week.